Do you ever hear people on the internet say things like this?
I just totally smashed my course launch and made 200 G's in an hour.
Yeah, that sounds likely. It's probably one of those internet get-rich-quick schemes.
Bro, no seriously, my course smacks. People love courses. It's like the drugs of the internet.
You've seen the Facebook ads before. I made $1 bajillion in 5 seconds, and look at me in front of my private jet. Yeah, right, tends to be most people's reaction, and rightly so. Reality often looks a little bit more like this. But in all honesty, my recent Square Secrets business course launch did just do over $200,000 in sales in an hour. I know, I almost had a heart attack when I saw the numbers too. And while the bro marketers of the internet might want to make it all sound so easy, 200K in an hour, what, like it's hard? The actual truth is, this 200K hour took almost an entire year to pull off. Let me explain. Last year, I was having a slight crisis. The internet changed and my business was hurting financially as a result. First, the marketing strategy I had spent years on, blogging, took a mysterious hit for some unknown reason and I lost half of my monthly website visitors. Poof.
I hope you enjoyed the blog traffic page. No more for you, Glen Coco.
Then, just a couple months later, Apple decided to pick a fight with Facebook and left small businesses like mine in the middle of a bloodbath. Ad costs went through the roof, and within weeks, I decided those were not the kind of profit margins I was okay with. So we pulled all of our Facebook ad spend. Meaning, we were fighting a battle on two fronts. Our two major marketing strategies were hit at the exact same time. And let me say, building up marketing strategies like these took us legitimately years to nail and do correctly. We knew we had a real problem on our hands with our marketing strategies hit, and that led again to a direct revenue impact. Our evergreen funnels, which had always faithfully brought in sales week in and week out, suddenly just didn't really do that so much anymore. Followed by me coming to the shocking realization that the #1 indicator of my business being healthy, and that is my email list growth, also stopped growing. We began stagnating. We'd add new people to the list with traffic that we still had, but then people would unsubscribe at the same rate, meaning our audience was no longer growing. Our launches started seeing a similar pattern. Yeah, we could do a $100,000 or $150,000 launch like we always did, but we weren't hitting the growth goals that I had set. Oh, and if you're wondering if your course has 6-figure potential, check out my quiz linked above and it'll help you find out. Also, I should clarify, I have a team now, and one of them has a child. So this business has legitimate expenses, and I take paying those expenses and my team very seriously because a toddler actually relies on me making money for them to eat now. No pressure. So I knew I needed to find a solution, and fast, but I also knew when I had hastily slapped together marketing efforts in the past, they hadn't gone super well. I needed a lead generation strategy, preferably pronto, but also not so pronto that it would be done quickly and therefore badly. So I looked at my options.
Affiliates, eh?
I'd run an affiliate program before, but it hadn't gone super well. We previously threw together a last minute affiliate program a couple years ago, and it wasn't exactly the home run I was hoping for. At the time, we had been doing about $140,000 launches, and with affiliates, we still had a $140,000 launch. Our sales were legitimately the exact same as when we launched without affiliates, except now we were paying out a percentage of sales to affiliates, so we were making less profit. And when we looked at the data, half of the sales credited to affiliates were people who had already been on our email list before, so therefore they would have heard about the course sale regardless of the affiliate actually talking about it, so we weren't actually getting in front of new audiences as we'd hoped for, and it wasn't growing our sales either. Granted, I have learned there's a very big difference between implementing something and implementing something well, and if I'm really honest with myself, I knew we hadn't necessarily done it well before, so I was willing to take a second crack at the affiliate thing. But this time, we were going to do it differently. Instead of just getting other affiliates in my industry like I had before, and therefore there was a lot of list overlap with my audience, I was going to get affiliates who had complementary courses and topics to mine. As I was selling a course on being a website designer, Complementary affiliates were in the virtual assistant, branding, and copywriting industries. Those are the types of service providers who are always asked if they also offer website design as a service and are therefore missing out on a huge amount of revenue by not offering it, which my course would conveniently help them to do. So we got in touch with other business owners who fit the bill as one, having a fair size email list, and two, who had a complementary audience, but not necessarily the same audience as us. We pitched a lot of affiliates. I think we pitched at least like 80 people in order to get a total of 19 affiliates onboarded. And then next, we got to know our affiliates. Before, we had just given them a link and called it a day, but we knew we didn't need people with links. We needed passionate, educated affiliates who treated this launch like their own. So my team and I did one-to-one calls with every single affiliate individually to get to know them, educate them on our product, and also talk about our launch goals with them and figure out how many sales we estimated they could bring in. Plus, we also asked them what kind of gifts would be exciting to them as affiliate prizes, as reward letters were going to be a really big part of this new affiliate program. Then we spent legit months. I'm talking over 6 months preparing everything. We had to figure out a new checkout cart software that would work with the style of affiliate program that we wanted to run. We also had to get together an affiliate contract. We had to do calculations on how we were going to allocate funds to the different prize categories. We had to put together a mammoth affiliate guide. We wrote almost 20 sales emails for our affiliates. We prepared graphics for them and then put together a training on basically everything which I've learned over the years on how to sell courses as well as possible. As some of them had past course launching experience, but some didn't, we had to figure out a new checkout cart software that would work with the style of affiliate program that we wanted to run. And then I also offered to do a training or Q&A to their audience to warm them up, either as an Instagram live, YouTube live, podcast interview, a training, and some of them had membership communities or even a Facebook group. This was way more work and way more personal and in-depth than our last foray into the affiliate world. We legit had one team member just dedicated to this, and our tech team member was also super swamped with all the setup for this new program for months. Not only was this taking us way more time than we originally expected, but we had a new problem on our hands too, which I fully admit was my fault. We actually went months without doing any big launches in this business, mostly because every one of my friends' weddings that was supposed to happen in 2020 or 2021 happened this summer, meaning I spent literally April to August flying around the world going to weddings, polished off by the experience of a lifetime, meeting Richard Branson on his island in September, which meant I didn't really work much all summer. Details on the Necker trip up here if you want them. When I got home to London in September after having lived it up at weddings all summer and looked at our bank account, it wasn't looking as cheery and full as usual. Don't worry, I plan to cut some friends so I don't have as many weddings to go to in the future. Kidding, kind of. Thankfully, the business made it through the summer of weddings and no launches, and we spent months playing the long game with our team focused on the affiliate launch in hopes of a serious win and an uptick in sales, and boy, did it pay off. Here is how the math broke down. 2,300 people joined our pre-launch bootcamp in time for the live trainings. Between 350 and 450 of those people showed up live to the trainings every day. And on the third day of the training, I pitched my course, Square Secrets Business. We had a 24% conversion rate from people live on the training to a buyer within 1 hour, meaning we welcomed 82 new students in 1 hour. The course cost depends on when they bought and if they bought a bundle of courses or just the individual course, but the average purchase price for this launch specifically was $2,669.73 a sale. About half of people paid on payment plans and half paid in full, meaning that we collected $111,564.40 in cash in the bank, but made sales that would be fully paid over the next few months, totaling just about $220,000 in that 1 hour. Now, to put that into context for you, in a normal full week sale, we would do about, on average, past couple times, was about $140,000. So I knew from seeing how many people joined our pre-launch bootcamp that this sale was definitely going to be bigger than our normal like 100K sale, but I didn't know just how much bigger it would be. When I opened our inbox on the live training, I just saw page upon page of sales notifications. We made more sales in 1 hour than we normally did in an entire week. This was my reaction. I was just thrilled to welcome such an amazing group of students into the course, but it was also equally amazing to know that our months of hard work and bet on the affiliate program solving our leads problem and stagnating sales actually paid off. It was a rough ride the previous year, hoping and praying for a serious win on this launch, and it was both equal parts thrilling and relieving knowing I had made the right call and we put our efforts into the right marketing strategy and that playing the long game really paid off. As you can see, while we did make over 200K in an hour, it actually took us months of work to make that happen. Now, I truly believe that anyone, you, yes, you can also do a 200K hour if you implement an affiliate program well. But I'll be honest, if you miss this one key thing, no number of affiliates are going to save you. Watch this video next to learn what that one vital thing is and how you can do it well.